It's simple. Only we need to just look over it. So any number, look here, see the definition. A rational number is a number that can be written in the form of a by b, where a and b are integers and b is not equals to 0. Okay. So any number in the form of a over b, if there is a number that can be written or that is written, okay, that can be written or that is written in the form of a over b, where there is one condition only, where a and b both are integers. Okay, a and b both are integers, and b is not equals to 0. B means denominator. B means denominator. Denominator should not be 0. Okay, so any number in the form of a over b, where a and b belongs to Z, means a and b are integers, and b means denominator. Lower part is not 0. The lower part. Okay, like the best examples of examples of rational number are fractions. All fractions, all fractions. Whether all fractions, whether there is proper, improper, or mixed. Like 2 over 3 is what? Proper, right? If I write 3 over 2, this is improper. If I write 1 and this is mixed. So all these are rational number. What is the definition? Look, this 2 is an integer, 3 is also integer. If you look at this number, this 2, 2 is an integer. This 3 is also integer. Okay. If you look, 3 is an integer. This 2 is also integer. And this mixed fraction. So mixed fraction means if you can convert this mixed fraction into improper form. So 1 and half will be 3 over 2. So this is also fraction. So for a fraction, right, upper part and lower part both should be integers. Correct? So all fractions are rational number. This is one example. All fractions are rational number. Okay, all fractions are rational. Okay, now let's we start from the decimal. Okay, suppose we talk about the decimal. Okay, so decimal. For example, if we have 0.5, okay, if we have 0.5, so 0.5 means 5 over 10. Okay, so 5 over 10, you can convert, if you wish, you can write this 1 over 2, but even if you do not write 1 over 2, you leave your answer in 5 over 10, that is a rational number. Okay, but for your information, we should write rational number always in lowest form. At this stage, 5 over 10, we can, this 5 over 10, this is a rational number, but this 5 over 10 must be written in the form of 1 over 2. We prefer to write rational number in the lowest form, because in higher classes you will study rational number are written in the lowest form. So prefer, okay, this is your beginning. In beginning we can consider, but otherwise you have to write this in lowest form. Try to write this in lowest form. Okay, so decimal also rational numbers, but there are some categories in decimal which are rational. Like if the rational are terminating, repeating and terminating, they are considered rational. But if they are non-terminating, non-repeating, they are not rational. Okay, that we will discuss later on. after this, some taking more example, and decimal we need to discuss in detail. Okay, so decimal I will discuss. This is an example that you can convert, but otherwise decimal we will discuss in detail later. Okay, now we talk about then first we have a counting numbers. Okay, counting is natural numbers. Okay, let's we see natural number. So you guys know natural numbers, you know, n 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Sophie, what do you think? Are these natural rational? So yes. Okay. Yes. You mean yes. Okay. So suppose this Kija, its birthday is 3. Okay. So we take 3. So you mean 3 is a rational? How? Can you explain, please? Sophie, can you give me a reason why this 3 is a rational?
Because it is an integer and not equal to 0.
Okay, so how can you show this is in the form of A or B? Suppose I ask you, write this 3 in the form of A or B. How will you write?
3/1.
Correct, absolutely correct. Well done, well, very good. 3/1. So good. So guys, see, this 3 means we can write 3/1. It means each natural number and whole numbers we can write as a, their denominator, their lower part we can write as 1. Okay, 3 we can write 3/1. If there is suppose 5/1. Suppose there is 95, we can write 95. Suppose it's 95, we can write 95/1. And you can see both upper and lower part, both are integers. So it means all natural numbers. Okay, all this shows all natural numbers are whole real numbers, are natural. All natural numbers are rational. Okay, now then we come to whole numbers. You guys, I think, know whole numbers, right? Berlian, what are whole numbers? Please. Quickly.
Whole numbers start from 0, sir?
Yeah, 0, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. I mean, natural number we have already seen. They are what? Rational. But Berlian, what do you think? Is 0 a rational number? Berlian, any idea? What do you think? What you suggest? Is 0 a rational number? Yes and no?
Sure, my answer.
Yes, yes. Yes?
It is a rational number.
Okay, how can you prove? How can you write in the form of A or B?
Because anything can be divided by 0.
No, we cannot divide anything by 0. Or you can say that anything can divide 0. Yes, anything can divide 0. You mean this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Yes,
Right.
that's what
So
I,
absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. So you
Yeah.
means you can write 0/1, or you can write 0/2, or you can
that is
write
what I mean.
0/1295. Any number you can write in the lower part, right? Answer will remain same, that is 0. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because 0 is an integer. Yeah, right. Lower part is 0. Lower part is also integer. Upper part 0, that's integer. And lower part is non-zero number. Okay, so you mean if I write 0/2, this is a rational because upper part is integer, lower part is also integer. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Okay, for example, you have a question, guys. The question is if I write 2 over 0, is it a rational? Is 2 over 0 is a rational? You people told me 0 over 2 is a rational. Absolutely correct. Now my question is this one. Is 2 over 0 a rational number?
No.
No. What's the reason? Yeah, guys. Because
the denominator is 0.
Yeah, very good, very good. Very good. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Denominator should not be 0. We have already seen the definition. There you can look here. Denominator lower part should not be 0, because if we cannot divide any number by 0, it is still uncertain, right? What should be the answer if we divide any number by 0? So it is not a rational number. Okay. This is not a rational. Okay, it is not a rational number. Okay, now we have discussed this one, natural. We have discussed whole numbers. Okay, integers, if integers, if we take integers, I think you guys know what are integers. There are positive integers. Positive integers, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, up to infinity. This is a symbol of infinity. Negative integers are 1, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, and so on up to negative. Okay. So all integers, yes, these are also rational. These are also rational. And 0 is neutral. We have already seen 0 is a rational number. Okay. Yeah. Now then, decimal is important. This is what we were discussing in the beginning. I simultaneously, you need to note down so that we can continue our lecture. And this is the theoretical portion of the rational number, which you must know. Okay, then it's very important. Not decimal. We have decimal. So I'm dividing decimal into 4 categories. One is terminating. Okay. And then second one is the repeating. Repeating or recurring. Meaning is same. Okay. Repeating or recurring. Second is the non-terminating. Non-terminating. We'll discuss what means non-terminating. And then non-recurring. This is it's non-repeating or non-recurring. So if the decimal is terminating, or recurring, so this portion, this will be rational. Okay, this portion is the rational. This portion is rational. But if it is non-terminating or non-recurring, so it will be not rational. If anything is not rational, means that is irrational. Opposite of rational is irrational. Simply you will add IR before rational. That will be opposite of rational. Okay. So this portion will explain this through an examples. So this whole group, this whole one is the rational. This is rational, okay? And this is not rational. It has gone. Okay, we were discussing this one. So this portion, this is not rational. Not rational means irrational. Not rational, okay? Or if you want to use one word, this is simply adding IR as a prefix, okay? So it becomes irrational. Okay, now we take some examples. We'll explain this through example. If I say you, this is 1/2, divide this one, okay? So what you do, you divide, okay, 1/2. So just decimal here, 0.5. Okay. So remainder is what? 0. Remainder is what? 0. Remainder is 0. Okay. Remainder is 0. Right. If I say 1/8, so you divide this one, 8, 1, you just put decimal here, then you add 1 0 here. 8 1 8. Remainder is 2. Now what you do, decimal is already there. You put one more 0 here. So 8 2 is 16. Then 4 is remainder. Decimal is there. You can add 1 0 here. So 8 5 is 45. Sorry, 40. 5 is 40. Remainder is 0. Okay. So 1/8 means 1/8. 1/8 means 0.12. And this step, at this step means this first, second, at third step, we are getting remainder 0. Okay. So whenever division finishes at some stage, at some steps, means you can see like here division is finished at this third step, remainder is 0. Okay. So these are called terminating. These are called terminating. You know what I think now it's clear, terminating. What are terminating decimals? Okay. So these type like 0.5, like 0.125, these are terminating. Okay. Non-terminating means where division, where you divide a number and their division does not finish at any step. You will never get remainder 0. Okay. You will never get 0 as a remainder. Means division will continue up to infinity. So those are called non-terminating. Is it okay? Now, one more thing recurring is what? So we take now example of recurring decimal. Look at this one. If there is 1/3, so 3 divides 1, 0.3 3 is 9, 1 0 3 3 is 9, 1 0, you can write 3 3 is 9. So in each case, you can see in each case remainder is 1. Here also you will not get 0 as a remainder. You will never get 0 as a remainder. But what thing? Here remainder is constant, that is a 1. Remainder is constant and that is what? 1. Understanding? So it's a unique remainder. That is 1. So in this case, what we write, we know in quotient there will be always 3. Like in remainder, it's fixed. 1 will be there. Similarly, in quotient, it is fixed that there will be 3. Okay. So you can write answer. You can say, sir, 1/3 means, you can write 1/3 means, if there is 1/3, I mean here, suppose I'm writing it, 1/3 means it is 0.3, and just somewhere dot is written in some book, or in some book 0.3 or bar is written. So whatever is the thing, I will see what format your book is giving. Oh, your book is writing bar, okay? In some books, you will find out dot over the number. Okay, so these are the recurring. These are called recurring or repeating decimal. So if the decimal is recurring or terminating, they are rational. Otherwise, if they are not, look, if they are not recurring and not terminating, so they will be irrational. Since irrational is not a part of your syllabus, so I'm not taking irrational in detail. I'm taking rational, okay, only. So now it's clear what are terminating and recurring and why they are rational number.
Yes.
So all, as you can see, 0.5 or 0.125 they are terminating, and we can write in the form of rational. Like this is 1.2, okay, and suppose we have 0.125. This how can you convert into a rational? 125/1000, and then you can convert this into lowest form. Okay. Similarly, we will learn the method if there is a recurring decimal like this 0.3, it's repeating itself. So how to convert these recurring decimal into rational number, that we will discuss this thing in the exercise. But in the beginning, we must know what are rational and whether decimal are rational. So yes, one part of decimal, that is terminating and recurring, are rational. But if decimal is non-terminating or non-repeating or non-recurring, so that is not a rational, that is irrational. Okay, guys. Now we take exercise now. So that the following numbers are rational by writing them in. Okay, so yes, is it rational or not? The first one?
Rational.
Rational, sir.
So what should be?
4/3.
Very good. Okay. Now, this is good question. James, I think he asked whether roots. Okay, but this,
Yes,
if we look at this square root, there is a perfect square inside the square root. So means we can write square root 36 means 6. Square root 36 means 6. It may be positive and no negative. We are not doing it. Okay. In case of rational number, do not consider plus or negative sign. Sign does not matter here. Okay. Only we see the numerical value. So 36, square root 36 means 6. Okay. And this 6 means you can write 6/1. So it's become rational. Like this, if this is perfect square, that's why it's rational. If you look at this one, this is decimal. But what type of decimal is this? It's terminating, because the division, right, finishes at second place, at this place. So this you can write 1/100. That's why it's rational. Okay. Now, without converting them, state whether these rational numbers will convert to terminating or non-terminating. Okay, that we will discuss. Yes, but now we have our time is almost over. So, but whenever if we without division, we have to see whether it will be terminating. So simply like this, the lower division part, lower part. If this you can write in the form of product of 2 and 5, then okay, otherwise not. Like yes, this you can write 2 and 5. So this is terminating. This you cannot write, because here 3 you cannot write in the form of a product of 2 or 5, or either 2 or 5 alone. Okay, so this type of question we have to see. Okay, if the lower part, the denominator part, right, is consist of 2 or 5, then okay, or 2 itself or 5 itself, then okay. But if there is any another number except 2 and 3, then not. Okay, okay guys.